Hi, welcome to... I'm Alex.
And I'm Kirby. Time is the most dangerous weapon of all.
Think about it. Alright.
Every second that ticks by, you're either getting older and closer to death, or you die. Because someone dies like every 7 seconds. Well, we've got 7 billion people in the world now, and what with ISIS and all sorts of crap going on, it's probably a person dies every second.
What with... Yeah, time is dropping people like flies. And
it's dropping flies even more like flies.
We, as a world-conquering people...
As we spoke of in our last episode.
Yes,
if you haven't watched it, you probably should. It was really great.
It wasn't that great.
Well, I was proud of it.
How do we utilize time as a weapon?
Here's the big...
Alright, time travel.
Doodly-dop. Ooh.
He doesn't think time travel is possible because he's dumb.
No! Here's my theory behind it. Time is not a predetermined line.
Nobody knows what time is much.
Well, yeah. But time is not a predetermined line, like this pencil say. Like, this isn't the beginning.
You can't talk about what time is because no one knows, and it's kind of...
I'm just saying.
Right,
and this is not the future, you know. This doesn't exist. This is where you are right now. Either time, the past is the line, and you are this dot here in the present, and you shape, you just form the future, depending on your actions. Or, this is more feasible because with this theory, you simply wouldn't be able to travel into the future. You could travel into the past, but you couldn't travel into the future. But time travel in general isn't possible because time isn't a line. Time is a dot.
You're not...
In space, in the space-time continuum. We move this dot around based on our actions. There is no past. The past has already happened, therefore it is gone.
Now let me tell you
only the present.
Why that's irrelevant, or wrong. So that's like assuming that, because if you say the future doesn't exist, it's because it hasn't formed yet because of actions that you choose to make, then what happens when you die? Not spiritually, just you die. Life goes on. There is things happening. There is a... And I'm not saying it's a line, necessarily. But we live a long time. Well, we don't know about time stuff. We'll just say we live a long time because we all go through it, experience it, and it kills everyone. So, once you're dead, time keeps going. There's still things happening. That's like saying you are existence. So whenever you die, there's nothing left existing. So, but according to my beliefs, when you die, the world keeps on going, therefore time must keep on going, therefore there must be a future. That's logic. So, you would be able to travel through time. I don't know how or why you would want, I mean there's plenty of reasons why you would want to, but to utilize it as a weapon, how do you do that? That's just my point on the time travel thing, if that was required for utilizing time as a weapon.
And here's my method of utilizing it as a weapon is also another way of me saying it's not possible. Because, well, this isn't really saying it's not possible, it's just saying that your time travel options would be limited. You want to kill someone, take them,
Sorry, the battery died, but we're back now. Have no fear. Kirby, continue.
Because we are here. Okay, so I was talking about how to kill someone using time. Ow. This goes back into how time travel isn't really possible, but if it were still possible like this, well, not possible, limited. Your time travel is limited. For example, this is your birth and your death date, okay? If you travel back before your birth date, then you're automatically put back here. You have to live your life all over again until you get to the point where you traveled back, and then boom, you're back here. So you're stuck in a recursive loop. Just doing this all over and over and over again. I mean, this is sort of white time, like white noise. And yeah, it's like white time.
But that's the same issue, is that life doesn't go on after your death.
Yeah. But if you travel forward past your death date, then either you disappear from here and just disappear, gone,
now,
forever, and this doesn't exist, or you're immediately bumped back here.
Let me go ahead and say my thing about this, and we should probably get to the weaponizing part. So let me take the visual thing. So this is your lifespan.
The illusion.
Actually, never mind. I don't need that.
Illusion.
This is your lifespan, right here, between my fingertips. Gone. No. So you travel past your death. And all right. So there's this thinking that if you travel into the future or the past where you are, so there's you twice, one of you will spontaneously combust, probably the one that doesn't belong there. But I don't think that would happen or even be a problem, because here's the way I visualize it is we're going to use timelines, even though they're possibly not right. So you've got this timeline, and here is the span that here you leave this birth, death, leave to travel into the future, and you come back. It's just the span that you're gone. We'll say you got back later, after, instead of coming back at the very same point. But this time that you're gone, we'll say, is right here, or the time that you would be occupying this space, is moved up to here. So now, instead of being here, you're up here, and then this all just gets, there's empty space here for two of you to exist up here, if that makes any sense. But weaponizing, can we move on to that?
Sure.
Alright. Ways you can destroy your enemy with time.
I could have done that.
I don't know. I mean, because time would have to be a thing that you could hurl at someone.
Yeah, okay, that was better.
Alright. So your options are take them back in time and let them live to death, or go into the future when they're dead. So you're not really doing anything, well, in the second one. But unless there was some way to make somebody age and die at the, just, you know, in, like, you're dead in a few minutes, or, like, seconds. Now, do you have something to say, or can I go?
You can go.
Well, things about this is, if your body, your cells are just going through overdrive. Oh,
actually, you know,
one thing I thought of is, huh? All right.
Making someone age, as far as using time to do it, that would teleport them to wherever they are going to die, and you know, but
Teleport.
Transport them to the time of their death. What would be more feasible to where they would like age right there before your eyes and just like age and die would be something that causes the cells in your body to rapidly age until you die. And that wouldn't necessarily need to be.
No, we're saying time is the greatest weapon. Time. So no, we're not. You're not just accelerating cells' reproduction cycle. You're actually sending the person, like, say time is a ray type. You have a time ray gun. So you're like microwaves, yeah, or radiation. It's going through the person and aging them. And just weird, the thought is, their skin is probably going to peel because dead skin is going to be. Ooh, it probably wouldn't have time to be to be well, like maybe powder would fall off them. Anyways, that's irrelevant. But one thing I thought of is if their body's aging, would their mind age also? So they're like going through years and years of thoughts in seconds. So they would have time to, develop their telepathic abilities and smite you.
Telepathically.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or, I mean, it would be really boring because you'd be, well, actually, and that's another thing, like, you gotta,
it'd be boring
you gotta
for
keep,
you to relive your life.
No, it would be boring to sit there because if you're getting shot with the time ray gun, we won't talk about the physics of that because we can't. There's just
They're impossible.
It's just like, where do you start thinking about that? But anyways, you got a time ray gun and you're shooting someone with it, and as long as the rays are hitting them, their mind to them, they're standing still and they can't move because their body's just stuck there in normal time physics and their body's aging, but their mind is racing as far as we're concerned, but to them it's moving at the same pace. It's just that everything else is standing still. So they're just sitting there frozen for years and it's like being just stuck inside. It's like being a statue, and you can think about it and reflect on your statue-ness, and you just sit there and think, and that's it. And it would just be really boring. But then I don't see, unless you're like strapped down to a table in a big old you could just run out of the way and out of the time gun rays thing. Yeah, I'm down. I think the camera's running out of memory and we've been talking for a while. So tell us about your time-related thoughts and time ray gun and weaponization.
You saw nothing. Oh, thanks for watching. Do what he said before he died, and hope to see you next week.